Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some very cool boosts that have some sort of similarity to we all know, the alpha boost. So unfortunately though, we console players cannot get our hands on this beautiful alpha boost. So that's why I searched for some alternatives. So, alright, now let's just straight jump into the very first one, and that is, in my opinion, the least good looking out of all these alternatives, but it is definitely a good and cheap option. I am talking about the standard yellow. Now, you all heard about this one. It's just a standard yellow boost that everyone has as soon as they play the game. After they unlock a couple levels, they have it. So this is kind of like the alpha boost. It's got the bright in there. It looks kind of the same, only that it is not like goldish but really yellow. That's why I don't quite like it. It also fades into the black, like it loses its color at the end, so that's also a reason why I don't exactly like it that much. But it's definitely a good thinkable option if you don't have any items to trade. Now on to the second item on the list. This item is the orange flamethrower. This is, I think, to my opinion, I think this is the one that is the best looking out of all these alternatives, because it has so much similar to it. So it looks good. The orange is pretty bright. It looks kind of the same. The only bad thing about it is like the blue or the purple kind of color at the beginning of the boost. That kind of bothers me, but it's definitely a very cool option, and it's also a pretty cheap one because on PS4 you can get this under 1 key. So I think a couple crates should already do it, and you should get yourself a pretty cool boost. Now on to the third boost here, has been called the best looking one if we compare it to all the other boosts, and people have been calling this option the best looking. So it's a sparkles boost. Y'all know it. It's just like the yellow standard. It's one you unlock at a certain level, pretty easy, pretty quick. It's got a lot of similarities. The color is exact same thing. It has some sparkles, which the alpha boost has too, but a bit more. Overall pretty cool thing, but it's a bit thin. So it's just a little bit too thin in order to look like an alpha boost. But that's just my preference. I like to have like a boost that is a bit bigger so you can see it more. You can also just get an orange version of this. It's also pretty cheap, probably less than a key. Another pretty popular option is the orange painted thermal boost. I personally like this item a lot, but I think that the flamethrower looks just a bit better. Now you might think that the boost is a bit too wide, but in game, depending on your camera settings, if you go in game, it's like a lot thinner, which makes it look even more like the alpha boost. So this one comes on second place for me, of the ones that look pretty similar. It's definitely a good option if you have less than a key to spare, and items, again, it's pretty cheap. Orange boosts are most of the time pretty cheap, so yeah. And now for the final boost here, this is something really special. I haven't seen any video about this on YouTube or anywhere, but that is just because this boost does completely not look like the alpha boost. Why do I include this in this list? Well, that is because if you trigger your boost, the sound that it makes is pretty much the exact same thing as if you trigger the alpha boost. I'm talking about the blast ray boost. If you don't know what this one is, it's basically a boost you can get from watching the RLCS live streams, or you can trade from. They're really cheap. And yeah, I will show you guys a clip of the alpha boost and the blast ray right now. So personally, I really love this boost. in white, like in the regular version is pretty white, so a white car would fit as well if you guys are looking for that. But you can get this one in yeah, in lime, and that one looks pretty cool. If you can go on and look, there are plenty of videos saying, like, showcasing all the blast ray boosts, and I think that the lime one looks pretty good. It's bright, it has the click. The only thing is that it does not look like the alpha boost at all. So if you're just like me that don't always look at it, then this is a very good option. I really love it, and it's also pretty cheap. Orange is about 1 to 2 keys, so that's really not really that expensive. And yeah, that's gonna sum it up for this list. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, then make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, put on those post notifications to stay notified whenever I upload a new video. Also share this with your friends so you can show them how they can get an alpha boost as well. And I wish you all the best of luck with the trading, with the playing. Hopefully you guys achieve your goals on Rocket League or Fortnite or whatever, maybe in real life. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.